in Equatorial Guinea. When we read travel warnings, it was like one of the most difficult visas to get, expensive. It's like a police state, like Turkmenistan or North Korea. Borders can't be closed without notice. But we are very pleasantly surprised. Why?
Why?
Streets are very clean.
In comparison to other countries, it's much cleaner.
They're very small nation, but they have the highest GDP per capita in Africa because like population is so small. Nigeria has the highest GDP, but they're very, very big country. We can only be in Malabo, in the capital city of Equatorial Guinea without special permit. And let's try to see what we can see. Food. Good.
Olga?
Olga?
Olga? Olga.
As we start to head towards the city center, we decide to do a small side tour. Our Gabon e-visa has been pending for some time now, and we aren't sure if we'll be able to get into the country. Even more worrying is that we have already bought the flight tickets, and our flight is in a couple of days. To clear the question, we have to go to find the embassy of Gabon.
So we have arrived to the embassy of Gabon. Here you can see the flag. And Lina was let in, but I was refused the entry because I do not match the dress code. They don't like shorts and slippers. I wasn't even allowed to go inside. Lina is inside asking all the related questions to our visa and entry dates, and I'm just here waiting. Seems a little bit surreal. Just take a look at this street. And while in other countries it would be full of people, brimming with life, here it's quiet. I understand it's due to small number of people living in Malabo, but just coming out of the mainland Africa, it seems so different.
Yeah, boy.
But it's just a normal day in Malabo. Ta-da!
Va a salir ahora.
Tell us what happened inside. Tell us.
They were so nice. I entered with my e-visa and they're like, this not work in our country. I'm showing them the ticket. I'm like, I have a flight the day after tomorrow. They're like, okay, what does it show in the homepage? Is it approved? It shows in a homepage in progress, right? So I'm like, no, it doesn't show it's approved. And I don't have internet and I don't speak French. Do you speak English? They said no. I'm telling them, as I understood, if you have e-visa, you go an airport and pay. And they're like, yeah, it might work. And I'm like, are you making visas here? And they say like, yeah. And I'm asking them like, okay, how much is it? They say 50,000. How fast is it? They said, okay, we can make it for tomorrow. But I also have a flight to São Tomé. Can we make a double entry? Yeah, we can make a double. I'm like, yes, same price. He didn't ask me about anything. So he just like, you sign. I'm like, okay, bye. Done.
Please.
Everything. And then
He did everything.
this will be Malabo waterfront and view to Atlantic Ocean. And if we wouldn't have clouds today, you would see on the other side there would be Pico Basile, the highest point on the island, more than 3,000 meters. But we need a permit to go there, and we're not gonna do that. So we just stick with the waterfront. Does it seem empty to you?
Yes.
Yes. Country consists of two parts. The island, Bioko, and the inland part. And there is Bata, the biggest city in Equatorial Guinea. We don't know how many people live here, but it's very, very abandoned. It doesn't mean that their economy is struggling, because like in 1990s they discovered oil, and yeah, it transformed their economy. But they think that oil will disappear by 2035 and they need to diversify their economy. This is Spanish Cultural Center, and they usually have exhibitions, music, some occasions happening here in relation with Spain's and Equatorial Guinea's relationships. Today, quiet, but water is for free here. And beautiful art. All the people are here in the center, but we don't see the greenhouse, which is supposed to be like nice colonial building painted in green. Maybe they just repainted it in yellow. Who knows?
Buenos días. A este bote
Viene, ha venido.
ha venido. ¿De dónde?
Bata.
From Bata.
This is cathedral built in 20th century by Spanish. And near here, this one actually, if you turn around, that's Independence Square. Equatorial Guinea is interesting. They're actually not on the equator. It's a bit lower. We will try to show it in equator in San Tome. And this is the only Spanish-speaking country in Africa. It's easier for us because we remember a little bit of Spanish. Yeah. Oh.
Everyone is enjoying the Christmas in the most Christian way possible, so we decided to make a quick tour around local markets.
Visa.
Lena has come back to take visa. And I have to wait outside again.
Everything seems to be alright, so we're going to Gabon after all.
Here, National Park of Malabo, and the entrance fee is 500 cefas. But they didn't have change. In Malabo, it's a big problem. Whenever we come with our 10,000, like, it's the ATM, it's not us. They can't change. So, like this time we got inside for free, so it's awesome. It's just we already walked 10 kilometers to get here. Excited for another walk in the park. Equatorial Guinea is one of Tepton largest oil exporters in Africa, and 95% of their exports is crude oil. But they also have gold and diamonds, so this is a very rich country, and they have a dictatorship. The current president is governing the country from 1979, and it's one of the longest running dictatorships in the world.
These birds over here, they're really great. So they weave their nest like this. So this one has fallen from the tree. They all look like this. It's amazing. This is the entrance over here. They enter through here. And this is the living room. So they live inside, lay eggs, watch TV. Bathroom, well, bathroom, they go outside. All the living requirements are here.
And you can see here that streets are totally empty. And there are 2 cars. Let's see. And we are going to airport and flying to Gabon. How do you think, like, is Malabo, sometimes they say it's the most boring city or most boring capital city in the world. Is it so?
I didn't find anything boring here so far.
I think they have quite a lot of attractions to see. Walk along the coast, go to the national park, they have markets, they have quite busy, usually busy city center. So I don't think it's boring. I think sometimes people, they don't know other cities and they haven't been to many places, but I really liked it. Malabo, 2 days, 2-3 days, it's enough. If you want something more, you need to get a permit, which is something new. Maybe it will be cancelled later and then you can go see volcano and mountains and blah blah. Done.
Today is Christmas and this is how airport in Malabo looks like when it's Christmas.
But it's very small.
Empty. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Lonely.
We are so
Lonely.
we have nobody. Yeah, we're alone in the airport.
Everybody's celebrating Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We don't have Christmas. It's okay.
The schedule said was scheduled for 4:30 p.m. So and now it's 8:30. So it's been 4 hours now.